Have you ever wondered why some people are effortlessly popular and influential, while others struggle to make connections? The secret might lie in a book written over 80 years ago, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Despite its age, this book contains timeless wisdom about interpersonal relationships that is still relevant today. Let's explore its key lessons, illustrated with engaging stories. This video is the first part of a two-part series covering all the essential insights from Carnegie's book. Part 1: Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Chapter 1: Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Imagine you're at work and a colleague makes a mistake that affects your project. Your first reaction might be to criticize them, but think about it. People rarely criticize themselves for their mistakes. Instead, they rationalize their actions to protect their ego. Criticism often leads to defensiveness and resentment, rather than improvement. Bob Hoover, a famous test pilot, once experienced engine failure due to a mechanic's error. Instead of exploding in anger, Hoover asked the same mechanic to service his plane the next day, showing trust and forgiveness. This approach, based on positive reinforcement, is much more effective than criticism. In a remote work environment, if a colleague doesn't complete a task correctly, instead of criticizing, suggest a video call where you can show them how to do it properly. Chapter 2: Give honest and sincere appreciation. Many people don't receive enough recognition for their work, leading to demotivation. Think about the last time someone genuinely appreciated your work. How did it make you feel? We all crave acknowledgement and validation. During my first job, I had a manager who always found something positive to say about our work. His genuine appreciation motivated us to try even harder. In online communication, after a successful project, send personal thank you emails to your colleagues, highlighting specific things you liked about their work. Chapter 3: Arouse in the other person an eager want. People often think only about their needs and interests, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Focus on the desires and interests of others to better motivate them. Andrew Carnegie once needed his nephews to reply to his letters, so he mentioned in his letters that he was sending a $5 bill, which he never enclosed. They would reply, asking about the money, ensuring a response. In online marketing, if you want to increase engagement on social media, create content directly aimed at the interests of your target audience. Part 2: 6 Ways to Make People Like You. Chapter 1: Become genuinely interested in other people. Many people focus more on themselves than on others, leading to shallow relationships. Show genuine interest in others to make them feel valued and important. Imagine meeting someone at a party who listens to you all night and asks about your work. At the end of the evening, you call them a fascinating conversationalist, even though they spoke very little about themselves. On social media, actively engage in discussions that interest your friends and followers. Comment on and like their posts, and ask questions. Chapter 2: Smile. Sometimes we forget the power of a simple smile, which can reduce our chances of creating positive relationships. A smile is a universal language that conveys warmth and friendship. William B. Steinhardt, a stockbroker, transformed his life by smiling more. He started his day with a smile, warmly greeting everyone, from his wife to his colleagues. In online video calls, start every meeting with a smile. This can significantly improve the mood and atmosphere of the entire meeting. Chapter 3: Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Forgetting people's names can come across as impersonal and can damage relationships. Remembering and using people's names shows that you value them. Imagine a situation where you remember the name of someone you met a month ago. When you address them by name again, their reaction is positive because you showed them they are important to you. In email communication, always address people by their name. For example, "Hi, Peter, I wanted to ask." Chapter 4: Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Most people are so focused on what they want to say that they forget to listen. Truly listening means giving someone your full attention and encouraging them to talk about themselves. Dale Carnegie once attentively listened to someone at a party who later praised him as a great conversationalist. Listening made all the difference. In online discussions, instead of quickly replying to others' posts, take the time to read thoroughly and respond thoughtfully, asking questions to deepen the conversation. Chapter 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. Focusing on your own interests can cause you to lose others' attention and interest. Talk about things that interest others to maintain their attention and build deeper connections. Help a friend sell their book by focusing on how it can improve the readers' lives. By concentrating on their interests, sales increased dramatically. On social media, instead of only sharing your achievements, ask your friends about their projects and interests, and actively engage in their discussions. Chapter 6. Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. People often don't see their own value, which can lead to low self-esteem and motivation. Sincerely acknowledge others' value and efforts to make them feel important and motivated. Recognizing small successes of colleagues and encouraging them to keep going can lead to significant improvements in performance and motivation. In a remote team, during online meetings, regularly acknowledge and appreciate the work of individual members to make them feel valued and motivated. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, be sure to watch the second part, where we will continue with more key principles and practical advice from Dale Carnegie. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Share your experiences applying these techniques in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.